a cold plunge, and I just feel like an idiot.
It's hard to get back to even.
Yeah, it's hard to get back to even. That's a
Oh,
good way to
dude,
put
I
it.
used to do. Sometimes I would do so much cocaine, my freaking eyes would dry out.
Ooh,
and
look at you grinding. You're thinking about it. Going,
oh, dude, yeah.
Fucking
I remember I had to lick my hands and then rub it into my eyes
Whoa.
so that I could even blink well.
Jesus.
I was get dehydrated, boy.
That's deep. You go deep, huh?
Oh, dude.
But you're that dude. You go deep with whatever the fuck you're doing.
I
Let's
like
go.
to get right on the fucking. I like to be a peeping Tom if I can. I'll watch your whole family eat dinner. I used to love that shit.
On
boy.
coke?
Huh?
On coke?
On anything. Boy, I fucking love to watch a family eat from the distance.
The audio of you and I talking about how addictive vapes are, that has been used on so many different...
Yeah. There's probably a website. People try to live in your house without you knowing about it for like an extended period of time.
Well, that's
damn,
a good way
boy.
to die. I guarantee you that doesn't take place much in Texas.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that's a San Francisco game, I think.
I don't buy that.
Dude, one time I had a babysitter and they found a guy under their bed in their house. And what a scary thing that was.
Oh my God.
She came up the stairs and she could see under the bed because the bedroom door was open when she walked up the stairs, and she saw a guy under there.
Oh, Jesus. What'd they do?
And called the police. And he was mentally unwell, so they had to...
Duh.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of dudes that really have their shit together that are hiding under kids' beds.
That's true.
He was mentally unwell.
Hey, can you keep it down? I
I
gotta...
would lay on the ground. They would just swarm me and kiss me.
Yeah, they almost have ground game a little bit, huh?
I got a little ground game. I used to teach them.
Yeah?
I'd get side control on them. I'd teach them how to hip escape. I'd be like, bro, you got to put your paw here. Got to create space. I'd get him in a rear naked choke.
Y'all shrimp.
I'd take his back.
Shrimp. Yeah.
He loved it.
Dude, my friend, when I was in I was in the busboy industry a long time ago, you know, and the first gay dude I ever met, this dude Billy Conforto.
How
right?
old were you?
I was probably 14, right?
That was the first gay you ever met.
Yeah, that ever met straight on. There was
he 14 too?
No, he was probably 30. So, and he was like the toughest gay dude, so he could like fight, and he was gay. Nobody'd ever seen it, you know?
That's scary for a homophobe.
Oh, totally.
Some dude will fuck you up and suck your dick.
Oh, that's the biggest fear.
Or make you suck his.
That's the crazy part.
With no teeth.
Yeah.
He punches all your teeth out.
Oh, that's got to be crazy. So that changed the game for a lot of homophobes because they're like, who's this queer, you know?
Oh, dude.
And then you're like, oh, if that dude knocks me out and then makes love to me, it's going to be a 0 for 2 tonight, you know?
Yeah, that's a more than 2 points.
Yeah.
That's like a 10-8 round.
But Billy had pit bulls, and he sold weed and everything, and we'd get so high, and then I would get so scared of the dogs, man, that I had to go outside a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
Because I couldn't. He was like more, he'd be a lot more comfortable around him and stuff, but I would get high, and then I would just get scared around the dogs.
Well, it's the dog that can kill you. That's
Right.
what's crazy. It's
That
like
was
they're real sweet and everything, and if you get a good one, you train them right and raise them right. They're so loyal and they're so affectionate, but the power that they have is so wild.
Yeah, I mean, Billy would put on like an Adidas tracksuit and make him like attack things in his yard and shit. So he was like,
so he was training him to be like that.
he was, but he also loved them. But he like also was like from a tough area, so you know there was a value in having the dogs be tough. And
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have that, right? They have dogs that are just protection,
Yeah.
like around their house all the time. If you live in a rough area, there's no better thing than dogs. They let you know when people are there. Everyone's scared of them. It's not, you know, they'd rather break into a house that doesn't have dogs.
Oh, a lot of people, if they didn't have a dad, they would have a dog. You know,
I guess, yeah. Yeah, if you're young, yeah, you have a few dogs.
the wife would get a dog a lot of times if they didn't have a husband. I remember.
Yep.
But there was a lot of dangerous dogs in my neighborhood growing up.
The problem is when they get loose.
Oh yeah,
When you have dangerous dogs and you don't do a good job of containing them, I was always worried about my dog getting out. My dog Frank Sinatra, he was a pit bull that was bred for hog hunting in Hawaii. They breed them different, and they actually have longer ears. It's really interesting. They're almost like Labrador ears because the whole idea is that they're picking up scent. Dogs pick up scent with their ears. That's why bloodhounds have those crazy long ears.
Really?
As they're running. It's like, how you fart and you like waft up the smell, like, whoo, what is that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, dogs are doing that with their ears. So it's real good for you.
My sister used to have a bass that was in their house, and it was like, it couldn't even turn around in the tank.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I don't think it minded.
I bet it did.
I don't know.
Of course it did.
It lived there for a long time.
That's what they say to guys in solitary. I don't think he minds.
Yeah, that's true.
He's by himself in there. Especially if it's a bass, you can't talk to him. He's probably like, get me the fuck out of here. I want to be on a lake.
Yeah.
I want to be eating frogs, you cunt.
He's just watching Cops out of one eye with my sister.
He's watching 90 Day Fiance. What the fuck is wrong with people? Keep me in this goddamn bowl. I'm a bass. You stupid fuck. I used to have piranhas.
Yeah, of course you did, man.
Yeah.
Who doesn't think you did?
Yeah, if you're young, you have a few dogs.
The wife would get a dog a lot of times if they didn't have a husband, I remember.
Yep.
But there was a lot of dangerous dogs in my neighborhood growing up.
The problem is when they get loose.
Oh, yeah.
When you have dangerous dogs, you don't do a good job of containing them. I was always worried about my dog getting out. My dog, Frank Sinatra, he was a pit bull that was bred for hog hunting in Hawaii. They breed them different. And they actually have longer ears. It's really interesting. They're almost like Labrador ears because the whole idea is that they're picking up scent. Dogs pick up scent with their ears. That's why bloodhounds have those crazy long ears.
Really?
As they're running. It's like, how you fart and you like waft up the smell, like, whoo, what is that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, dogs are doing that with their ears as they're running. They're wafting up these scents. So they could pick up little minuscule particles of scents as they're wafting up. And my pit bull had longer ears. He had ears almost like a Labrador, but he was a pure pit bull. But big fucking head, just jacked body. And he would, dogs would come, like dogs that were loose would come to the fence and fuck with him. And he would go crazy. He just couldn't get to them, and they would be fucking with him. And one dog pissed on his fence, like just lifted his leg up. A Labrador came by, pissed on his fence, and so he started slamming his head into the metal bars, like his wrought iron metal bars.
Keep I keep earplugs in now for like the first hour and a half of my day, right? And it just keeps a lot of excess like noise in the
For the first hour and a half?
Yep, keeps
Really?
them out. I'm able to go through the things that I want to go through at home. It's
So
like,
what do you do when you wake up? You just put them in?
I keep them. I sleep with them in.
Do you?
Yep.
You sleep with earplugs in?
Yeah, I think I've heard everything that you can hear at night. For a while I was scared I was going to miss something or if something happened, but I think it's like, dude, they're not doing anything new at night that I wouldn't be able to just imagine is going on.
Yeah, I don't think there's a new invention of nighttime activities.
Yeah. So I got them in, and I'll keep them in, man, and I'll go through like my morning routine, and it's like,
What is your morning routine?
I pray right when I wake up.
Do you have a specific prayer?
Yeah, just the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, the wisdom to know the difference. And then sometimes I do like one other prayer, and then I read like these couple of pages of like that give me help me to look at my day from afar. Like, what am I going to do today? So that helps me like have a little bit more of a plan for my day. Even if it's not a strict plan, it's like at least I'm looking at my day instead of feeling like my day is just like
happening to you.
Yes. And so those little things like that help me. And then I'll do 10-minute meditation, and then I do 10 minutes where I just write just whatever's going on in my head.
And you do that every day?
Yep.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that probably pretty solid for, I would say, I don't know, maybe 3 months. But I've done pieces of that for probably 5 years.
What started all that out?
Doing sober stuff, like you get into some of that world, But I think also just like seeing how meditation gives me a little bit detached from myself. So then I'm not like just clinging to everything that happens, so it doesn't affect me immediately. Something can happen, and there's a little bit of space between me and whatever's happening, and that gives me a chance to look at it or manage a little bit more comfortably.
Yeah, that's a problem with getting caught up in the momentum of your day. I do find myself in that spot sometimes. I don't have that specific routine as you do, but maybe it's a good idea.
Yeah. For me, I need it. Some people, they can operate differently. You know, I think for me, it helps to have a little bit of what's going on.
I remember watching this Kobe Bryant interview where he's talking about the first 10 minutes of every day when he wakes up, he meditates. 10 minutes every day. So he has like a clear path forward from the day. He gets his day started off with the right mindset. And that dude was all about mindset.
Yeah.
Mamba mindset. You know, that dude is like he was the embodiment of hard work and discipline, you know, and accomplishment. And that was his way of starting out every day.
Yeah, I think also it gives me something. I kind of look forward to it a little bit the more I do it. I look forward to that time that I spend. But I'll leave those earplugs in, man, until I have to take them out. Pretty solid for, I would say, I don't know, maybe 3 months. But I've done pieces of that for probably 5 years.
What started all that out?
Doing sober stuff, like you get into some of that world, you know. But I think also just like seeing how meditation gives me a little bit detached from myself. So then I'm not like just clinging to everything that happens, so it doesn't affect me immediately. Something can happen, and there's a little bit of space between me and whatever's happening, and that gives me a chance to look at it or manage a little bit more comfortably.
Yeah, that's a problem with getting caught up in the momentum of your day. I do find myself in that spot sometimes. I don't have that specific routine as you do, but maybe it's a good idea.
Yeah. For me, I need it. Some people, they can operate differently. You know, I think for me, it helps to have a little bit of what's going on.
I remember watching this Kobe Bryant interview where he's talking about the first 10 minutes of every day when he wakes up, he meditates. 10 minutes every day. So he has like a clear path forward from the day. He gets his day started off with the right mindset. And that dude was all about mindset.
Yeah.
Mamba mindset. You know, that dude is like he was the embodiment of hard work and discipline, you know, and accomplishment. And that was his way of starting out every day.
Yeah, I think also it gives me something. I kind of look forward to it a little bit the more I do it. I look forward to that time that I spend. But I'll leave those earplugs in, man, until I have to take them out. Until like something comes along.
Do you live in a noisy place?
I live in sometimes a place that has some noise.
You live in an apartment or a house?
Yeah, and I have a house in Nashville, but I have an apartment, still my old apartment in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Is more than the number of people that died from COVID.
Well, how about the number of people that died that didn't get diagnosed? Oh, you covered your face. I like what you did there.
I like to fucking get in there, bitch.
You got in there. I'm
fucking getting in there, boy. I'll come in this fucking thing.
I mean, don't do that.
Sorry.
So many people died from
what's the
bunch of different things because of it.
Do you think this is the gayest way you could jerk off? If you lay on your back, right? And jerk off with your legs in the air.
No. I watched a monkey jerk off into his own mouth. I think that's the gayest way.
Oh.
The monkey was hanging from his feet, and he jacked off into his own mouth.
Was he stuck somewhere? Was he trapped?
He was having a good time.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy, dude.
He wasn't stuck.
Oh. Yeah, if you're in an avalanche or something, I could see you having a snack.
No,
but I think if you're just
leave it in your body.
I don't know, dude. If you're stuck somewhere,
yeah.
You're telling me you're stuck in an avalanche,
and people are going to find you. I think he ate his own cum before he died.
I'd
That's
write
going to be
a note.
Thing that people try to hide.
I'd write a note that says I only had a little. That's what I would put on it, I think. But I'm not dying on an empty stomach. I mean, you know, you'd have to have something. You gotta have something, Joe. Bro, you're dying. You've been trapped for 4 days in an avalanche.
You think that jerking off in your own mouth is going to give you some form of relief?
I think it's going to buy you another afternoon of being alive.
A whole afternoon from a load? What kind of loads are you shooting? What kind of Peter North size loads are you chugging down? Jesus Christ. I don't think it works that way.
Oh, I think...
Buy you a whole afternoon?
That's fucking wiener wine at that point. If you're stuck in an avalanche...
Like if you had like a radio, like, okay, this is going to sound crazy.